On the air everywhere, this is New England Broadcasting.
Come Monday, it'll be alright.
Monday morning, you sure look fine. Rainy days, Mondays always get me down.
Whatever.
Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays.
It's just another manic Monday.
Monday, so good to me.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Okay, all right.
Hold on tight. Things can get a bit weird if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, you. No, you. Welcome to the program. It is the Ron Van Dam Show. I'm the one who's talking to you right now. I am Ron Van Dam. I was going to have my assistant do the show today, but that wouldn't be fair to you. You paid for me, you'll get me. What do you mean I paid for you? I didn't pay anything. Wait a minute. I thought this was free. I know you thought it was free, but it's not, because you accepted my cookies. No, you didn't accept my cookies, never mind. I'm only kidding, you did not accept my cookies. I'm a little hurt, but nonetheless, you didn't accept my cookies, and that's fine, I don't care. I'm not going to accept your cookies either. Let's not make a big deal out of this theme music thing. That's Jason Shaw on the piano. That's Jason Shaw composing and performing our opening and closing themes and our incidental music, incidentally. And then there's John Shanahan, our opening announcement, does many of the comedy bits on this program, a genius in his own right. And then there's Nicole Reed, who books many of the national interviews because I'm not capable of setting things up with people. I'm very bad at that. I name a time when we're going to do something and I don't show up. So that's not good. So she does it for me. She's also the British voice that you hear at the beginning of the program. Is she really British? Who cares? And there are other contributors to the program that make the program what it is. And it's their fault, basically. That's why I have other people on the program with me behind the scenes, so I can blame it on them. It's important in life to blame things on other people, apparently. Anyway, welcome. You know what day of the week this is? Did you hear the theme music at the beginning today? It's Monday. M-O-N-D-O-O. It's also the last week of May. M-A-W-O-T. Can you tell I wasn't great at spelling? S-P-O-L-D-C-B. It was when I had little children and we did that little thing where we didn't say the words because the kids would know what we're talking about, so we spelled it out. It's time for her to go to B-O-E-E-D. That's funny, actually. I think that's actually funny. Oh my God. Did I say, was that actually funny? I don't know. I'm not sure. Who cares? Funny is in the eyes of the beholder. Did you ever hear somebody tell you a joke and then nobody laughs? They're in a group of people, you know, one of your friends, quote unquote friends, air quotes there. One of your friends, one of the people that you know acquaintance-wise, you know their name, where they live, and Other than that, you want nothing to do with them. Those people, friends. One of your friends is in a small group and tells you a really funny story and nobody laughs. And then the friend says, well, I guess you had to be there. Let me tell you something. If I was there, it wouldn't make it funny. It would make it worse, actually, because then I'd be stuck there, and you're telling the joke about when I was stuck there, so that wouldn't be good either. Oh, it was so funny, Ron. You had to be there. I don't have to be anywhere. Absolutely not. So it's just not funny. It's not that I wasn't there. It's that what you just said is totally not funny. I don't even know if what you said is true. I don't know. It could have been there because it didn't even happen. Ron, you had to be there. No, I didn't have to be there. And I wasn't. Do you know why I wasn't there? Because I didn't have to be there. The only place I have to be is jury duty. And even there, that's not happening either. So you take your little joke, your little story, and tell it to other people, and if they don't laugh, just use that little tag. Oh, well, you had to be there. No. Nobody was there. Okay, anyway, whatever. I don't even know what I was talking about. Was it kayaking? No, it wasn't kayaking. Usually is, but it wasn't this time around. I don't like water sports at all. There's too much liquid involved. I see people water skiing. They eventually fall off the skis into the water, drown, and die. So I'm not into it, really. The possibilities are not great. As I've said so many times, and I'm getting tired of telling you, my parents sent me to summer camp, and that's where I learned to swim. They had a very interesting method of teaching me how to swim. It was a lake. There was a lake at this summer camp, not a swimming pool, a freaking lake, which is adorable, but at the same time kind of unsafe because there's other stuff living in the lake that doesn't want you there. So I remember so distinctly because it was so indicative of life for a child. I remember the camp counselor, the swimming instructor / camp counselor / cokehead. This guy didn't know how to teach people how to swim. He just pushed people off a raft and see if they survived or not. That was a swimming lesson. I'm going to push you into the lake off of this raft. And if you don't pop up, I guess I have to call the parents and tell them something went wrong. If you do pop up, then apparently now you know how to swim and survive. There's your lesson. And that's literally what they did. They said, Ron, jump in the water. I'm going to teach you how to swim. And I said, no, you can't make me. Well, yes, I can. And he took his big foot and he put it in my back and pushed me off the raft into the deep water that was over my head. And I thought I was going to die. I couldn't breathe for at least 25 hours. No, I popped up. I guess I was buoyant, and I struggled. And the camp counselor said, "I guess you can swim now." Oh, you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! And from that moment on, yeah, I know how to swim, but I don't like to because of that. I don't like to go in any water over my head. If it's under my head, it's okay. If it's over my head, I have the possibility of not being able to breathe. And breathing, I have learned in life, is a very important tool. So yeah, I don't like the water at all. I really don't. I can swim. I can tread water in case, I guess, the boat goes down and I have to wait for the Coast Guard to show up. I guess I can do that. But I won't like it because it's in over my head. No, I never liked water sports. No, I couldn't figure that out at all. No. I didn't even like drinking water. Ron, you should drink like 8 glasses of water a day. I can't. It's too much water. I don't like water. Why not? When I was young, a camp counselor pushed me. You had to be there. Anyway, it's the summer. You're supposed to like water, so stop it. Most people on the planet apparently love the beach. I don't like the beach. I'm not into it. Do you know why I don't like the beach? There's sand there. What's up with the sand, huh? What's with that? That's like a sandbox out of control. And there's stuff living in that sand. Little bugs and things and squirmy little things and dead bodies. Ew, ew. No, I don't like the sand. Do you know what you wear to walk through the sand? Sandals. Yeah, they named a shoe after the sand because in the title of the garment, it tells you what it's for. We have sandals for the sand. But I don't like the sand. I feel like a cat and kitty litter. Because that's what it is. When a cat goes into a litter box, it's in the sand. Litter is clumping sand. Litter box. There's also a lot of litter on the sand on a beach. Get it? Litter box for the cats with the sand. Litter on the sand for the adults. I'm trying to link things together, and it's actually working out. I don't like the beach. I think it's really funny when people bury their mates in the sand. You know, they bury them like they're dead. I think it's kind of cruel in a way. Hey, let's go to the beach. I can bury you in the sand. Well, that actually doesn't sound very appetizing to me. Why would you want to bury me in the sand? Ho, 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 ho. I'm practicing. Whoa. Oh, that's not good. I've talked about suntan lotion before. There's something wrong with going to the beach and applying lotion because it makes the sand stick to you, and it sounds like you're like... You're like rolling a piece of chicken in breadcrumbs, which is basically what you're doing. Your body is the chicken. The lotion is an egg wash mixture, and the sand are the breadcrumbs. And then you lie on the beach, and you roast yourself to death until you're done. We even turn ourselves over when we think we're getting tan on the back. We'll turn ourselves on the rotisserie of life and tan our front. The only interesting thing about the beach is women because they have boobs, and it's just interesting to watch them trying to tan them without actually bringing them out in public, which is odd. It's just, look at that woman's boobs. Well, you know, that's not her boobs. What are they? I don't know. It's a mole, I think. Women go to the beach basically just totally undressed. Have you ever been to a nude beach? I've talked about this before on the show. I was at a nude beach once in my life. It was at an odd place on a Florida beach. It was a private beach. I don't think people were supposed to be nude, but I think it was a colony of nude people. It's like a gaggle of geese, a school of fish, a colony of nudists. And they were all naked. And I approached the area, but then I realized people who are naked on a beach are the very people that should not be naked on a beach. Beautiful people do not walk around naked on a beach. They have humility. People that shouldn't be naked are the ones that are naked. Not in every case, but in almost all of them. They're the kind of people that are proud of their bodies, but have no reason to be. Now, I know that sounds like small talk. Depends. Yeah, the women and men at a nude beach, not necessarily, but Ron, everybody's body is beautiful. Oh, yeah? Go to a nude beach. Tell me if you still feel the same way. Seriously? Seriously? It is a very freeing experience to run around nude on a beach. But after a while, it's just like, what the hell am I doing? When it gets really cold outside, like in the winter, you have the polar bear clubs. These are people that are basically nude in like 10-degree weather, running into frozen ponds and freezing oceans. And the reason they do it? Because they find it invigorating. Why don't you have a little discussion with your internal organs and see how they feel about it? I know your brain might say this is invigorating, but you need a connection to your physical body to understand why that's probably not a great idea. But on the other hand, I say to myself, well, if people want to run into the water in 10-degree temperatures and join the polar bear club, this might actually thin out the herd. You see, I cherish life as much as you do. But for the real stupid people, I don't think we need them around anyway. They're not contributing to society in any sense. As a matter of fact, they're making society a lot worse than it actually is. And it seems pretty bad to begin with. But stupid people serve no purpose. They're taking up space. They're using up your baby formula that you could otherwise have in your hands right now. There's no excuse for stupid people. Oh, there isn't. Even if you say, see that person over there? They're stupid. Well, you know what? That's no excuse. Stupid people usually aren't really stupid. They're just too unaware to be smart. Do we need to remove them from the planet? Yeah. But just put them somewhere else, like Guantanamo Bay in a facility. Let them stay amongst the other stupid people and they can sit around and do stupid things, like color by number. Why would you want a color by number? Are you serious? Look, I'm going to do a peacock. I'm going to fill in the number 1. That's red. Where's the number 1? Where's the red? I can't tell the difference between that and blue. Are they colorblind? No, they're stupid. If you don't have an ounce of creativity in your head and can not figure out how to color a bird in different colors with no restrictions whatsoever, you need numbered little places to color something. It's stupid. I don't put people down who are stupid other than on this program. If I met a stupid person or peepin', well, now I sound pretty stupid. If I met a stupid person in person, I would not tell them they're stupid. I'd simply walk away and avoid them as much as I possibly could. Do you have any stupid friends? I think we all have a stupid friend. We know they're stupid, but we love them because they're stupid. We need something pitiful in our lives in order to compare ourselves. How can you be wonderful if the person next to you is even better than you are? No, that can't be. I need to be around stupid people. It's like when you're with a group of people and everybody's attractive, you know you're the ugly one. But if everybody in the group is really obviously ugly, you feel great. Well, I'm pretty compared to them. I feel great. You feel great at other people's expense. And that's okay. Because there's no other way to feel great but comparatively. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, my guest will be joining us for today. It's not a bad deal. It's not a good deal. But it's not a bad deal.
Do you know that there is one item that can not only increase your home's beauty, but its value? That would be placemats. Hello, I'm George Karonapikopoulos, owner of George K's Wholesale Placemat Warehouse, your one-stop for all your placemat needs. We have a placemat for every room of your house. That's right, placemats are not just for the dining room anymore. Anywhere you might make a spill, or maybe where you eat, like in front of the TV. I do it all the time like you. You want a placemat. We have fancy placemats like in bamboo or teak. That's right, teak. Nice plastic laminate ones for no stains, even blue. We can custom make you placemats in as little as 2 weeks. Come to our showroom at the intersection of Route 27 and the Holbrook Turnpike. You're going to like what you see. Your placemat is waiting for you at George K's Wholesale Placemat Warehouse.
I guess you're wondering why I've called you together here today. No, I think you know why.
We have a clue.
We have Dr. Randall Morgan joining us and Dr. Ramona Berez. And we're speaking about, they're both involved in diversity in clinical trials. I've never really thought about the clinical trials and how that is put together. Why is diversity so important?
Well, over the years, we've learned in clinical trials that it's so important to include all sexes, ages, races, and ethnicities that are in our population as a part of the clinical trial. Because we know now that our bodies react differently based on these factors. So that diversity is the primary factor now with regard to clinical trials universally in the United States.
Okay. Now, Dr. Berez, how do you do that? How do you reach those goals of improving diversity?
Yeah, so Janssen is wholeheartedly committed to making sure that all patients have access to clinical trials. And that involves partnerships such as with Dr. Morgan and different leaders in the space with Cobb Institute that he's affiliated with to really help us drive the education and awareness so that we really reach the patients that, you know, have not been recognized or have been underserved or underrepresented in clinical trials.
Do different cultural groups react differently to trials? In other words, what might work well with one group doesn't with another because of those differences?
You know, research has a complicated history, you know, in many different communities. Wouldn't you say, Dr. Morgan?
Absolutely. It does. And it's so necessary to understand the community and to understand those who might participate in a clinical trial before beginning that clinical trial. So the community partnership has found to be an extremely essential part of a successful clinical trial.
I think most of us listening have not been offered this possibility to be in a clinical trial unless there's some condition that you have that requires a vast amount of research or otherwise. Are there any dangers to participating in a clinical trial? Are there any downsides?
Well, I think an important first step is, from a Janssen perspective, we've created a great avenue for folks to go and learn information about the clinical trials process. So our website, researchincludesme.com, it explains, you know, the different phases of clinical trials the importance of why participation is, needed in that space.
Mm-hmm.
But it gives the education and information that I think empowers communities, empowers patients to then go on and have conversations with their healthcare provider to further explore any opportunities around clinical trials.
Okay. So in many cases, I mean, we do a lot of interviews on the show, quite obviously, and we've spoken to a lot of people who were on trial medications, and they've since been released by the FDA, and they're in great shape. So, I mean, I guess it does work from what I've heard.
Yeah, I think we don't recognize how clinical trials, impact our lives. So yes, when it comes to life-saving medications, it's important, but also things as simple as sunscreen, right?
Yeah.
We have access to those through research and through trials. So again, that's why it's important for us to kind of continue to have this conversation. I'm excited to partner with Dr. Morgan in this space.
Good. Yeah, the sunscreen thing, I wish they could figure
to
that
that
out.
point.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. To that point, it's so important for physicians in the community to refer their patients for clinical trials, because these are opportunities that many patients do not know about. And to your point, it's up to us to make sure that our patients have the knowledge and the access to participate in clinical trials.
Yeah. Kind of like jury duty, isn't it? And in a sense, you're kind of you're volunteering yourself to help out mankind in a way. Although I try to get out of jury duty a lot, so I guess that's not a great example.
Yeah, clinical trials. Participating in clinical trials is an important step for achieving health equity. Definitely.
Yes. Okay. Do they also show a video beforehand like they do with jury? No, again, it's different.
We do have videos, educational videos.
I knew it. Okay. Do a lot of people do clinical trials because do you get paid for clinical trials? I mean, this has nothing to do with anything. I'm just curious.
Well, I think sometimes there is compensation for people that have difficulty accessing the trial. That is, they need transportation.
Yeah.
They need to be compensated for their time off of work. But the greatest payment that they get is excellent medical care.
Right.
Because they have to have a full evaluation, and any other needs that they have can be taken care of.
Well, there's a benefit. That's pretty cool. Do they? Okay, very good. How does one get involved? I mean, my doctor's never told me about any clinical trials or such. Is there some place I can go to learn about more of this, and maybe I want to participate if I'm so inclined?
Yeah, so our website, Research Includes Me, has a portal where folks can go and search for opportunities that are in your neighborhood. But again, I implore the audience and your listeners to have conversations. So whether it's with their healthcare provider or, someone they love and trust, to say, hey, what are your thoughts around clinical trials? Maybe they'll be surprised that, there's probably someone that they know who participated in research and can give them a first-hand account of their own experience, which does, again, it continues to empower and kind of quell some of the misinformation and fears that folks may have around research.
Okay. But I mean, but the bottom line of all this is getting into the diversity of the program, and for that we all need to participate so that we can make sure that it is for everyone and works for everyone.
Yes, we all need to participate. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time today. One more time, a little bit of a website again.
So researchincludesme.com. Please go there to learn more information around the clinical trials process. To understand how patients' rights and participants' rights are protected in the research space. But again, I implore the audience to have that conversation with your healthcare provider, with your loved ones, to have those honest conversations.
Great. Dr. Berez, Dr. Morgan, thank you so much for your time today. Well, that'll do it for me today. You have been wonderful as usual. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. Do you have anything else to do now? Oh, you do? Oh, we'll go do it. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm going to play the very short closing theme composed and performed by Jason Shaw. And then I'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new show. Are you excited about this? No? Are you excited about anything? No, I didn't think so. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. The day is as good as what you make of it. Until tomorrow, I wish you peace.